Greetings to you, beloved ones. It is with much, much joy that we do come to you in this time. And so our message to you today is about wholeness. It is about creating circles, circles of prayer, circles of chanting, circles of liberation, circles of life. That instead of life being thought of as a linear equation, which goes from this direction to this direction, and everything is lined up, it is not so. It is all circular. So there are times when you feel, I have gotten only to here and I want to get to here. But in truth, on a soul level, you are existing, coexisting on many, many different dimensions at the same time. You are awakening, you are learning, you are growing, you are feeling, you are moving energy. So right now, humanity is going through a very, very, very big shift. It is the shift from the dark to the light. We are in the time of the Kali Yuga, which can be a very challenging time in terms of the darkness, the light, the strife. But if within yourself you hold a place of light, if within yourself you can find a place of peace, you will be able to walk in your strength and in your power, regardless of what is happening in the world. We want to suggest that instead of trying to do it alone, create circles. If you are afraid for what is happening on the planet, get in a prayer group, pray together, because it is the power of unity that transcends the individual fears and the individual nature of feeling isolated and separated. So right now, the divine feminine we are going through a process of moving from the masculine energy, which has dominated this planet for a long, long time, to the feminine energy, which is more nurturing, which is more intuitive, which is more flowery and soft, yes? But during that process, there is a purging. And it is a purging which is happening on every level, through the economics, through the society, through the way that families are set up and arranged, through the way that people live their lives. So it is to know that what you are doing does indeed make a difference. If you are worried each and every day and you are in a place of fear and you are in a place of what we call constriction. Constriction is like this. Frightened, tight, no opening for answers, no opening for solutions, no opening for change. So it is time now to soften. Soften the breath, soften the body. Some of you are too disciplined. You know, it's funny. There are those of you that have no discipline, none at all. Wake up whenever you wish. Do whatever you wish, whenever you wish. And then there are those, a lot of the spiritual warriors that are on their path, that are too disciplined. They have too much rigidity about their spiritual growth and about their spiritual expression. And what happens? Frustration, resentment, when they cannot get their 30-minute morning meditation because the neighbor is hammering wall. Resentment, yes? Instead of let's be flexible. Oh, neighbor is hammering. Can I allow that sound to bring me deeper inside, regardless of? So you see what happens. Life is a process of letting go. Letting go. You let go of your youth and you move into your maturity. You let go of your maturity and you move into old age. If you are lucky enough, yes? So it is a process of moving, changing, being flexible, opening. But what often happens is people have a bad experience and they shut down. And then they push away new experiences because it frightens. And it triggers that old experience of pain. Nobody wants to be in pain. And yet, the way out of pain is through. So when you open, especially opening to love in whatever form it is, whether it is humanitarian love, love of animals, love of nature, love of the angels, love of each other, whatever form of love that you can tap into on a daily basis, that is going to open your heart and that is going to help you to assimilate and accept and adjust and move through the pain. So life is a wonderful journey. Each of you chose to be here at this time to help to uplift the planet, to help to heal on every level. And part of that is bringing in more laughter. If you are around children, they laugh uncontrollably at the silliest little things. They just can't help it. You know, something happens and they just laugh. It is in their nature because they are still connected to their divine innocence, yes? So each of you now, if you could call on your own divine mother aspect, the feminine, to help you. Perhaps there are some creative gifts that you have not used. Perhaps you always wanted to learn archery. Perhaps you always wanted to learn pottery. Perhaps you always wanted to learn flower arrangement. But you never took the time because you felt you had to get on with your destination of that A to Z. Right now would be a wonderful time. Instead of worrying about the world and worrying about the politics and worrying about the environment and worrying about all of this, put your energy into something positive. And yes, make your difference. If you can turn out a light and you can make a difference, if you can educate someone else, make that difference. But don't do it from a place of worry and constriction. Do it from a place of love. From this way, the world will change. It is changing. There is a great light. There is a great light that is coming. So keep your faith. We do wish to fill you and surround you with love and light and many, many blessings. May you walk in love and may you know peace. Namaste.